Okay, so I told y'all Saturday when I made this how I was going to decorate it, and this is not it. So let's go. I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. So I have the stocking, of course, and then I have two of these picks from the Dollar Tree pack of picks. And that white stuff is batting, cotton batting, and then I have my vintage photo distressed ink, two straws that I got from either Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, and a piece of copper wire, and then I have some greenery, and this I got from a dear friend of mine. Thanks, Lisa. And then I have pit berries. There's the cotton batting, and I just cut strips of it, right like this right here. So I want these wide strips just because I don't want to roll a whole bunch. So I'm going to take two of these and I am going to twist them together. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I can't find, and I don't have any in my stash of the plastic candy canes. So I did not know what this was going to do. Right now I'm hunting for scissors. I'm not using my sewing scissors, but I'm going to take scissors and I am going to go down this and I'm going to kind of like give it a haircut, shave it down, whatever you want to call it, and get some of these fuzzies off because I don't want any of these sticking out when I go to wrap it, okay? So I don't need it to be real thick. The reason I did two instead of one, because two cutting it down like this would have been thicker as opposed to one cutting it down. It'd have been really thin. But when you start wrapping this batting around it, it gets fatter. So it all works out in the end, except this mess that I have right here. Y'all, I'm sweeping it up, right? Okay, I get it to the side of my table and it is stuck there. So then I go over to the trash can. I'm trying to throw this in the trash can. It's all over my wall, just so you know. And look at me. That's what my wall looks like. I can't get it off. I'm rubbing it on my sweater. I'm doing everything trying to get this mess off of me, and it is so nasty. So then I get my lint roller and I'm trying to get it off, and I tried to even roll that lint roller down my arms and that didn't work. But anyway, I'm going to take a piece of that cotton batting strip and I'm going to put hot glue and then I'm going to put it on there, and you see what I'm doing, putting it on, and it doesn't matter what it looks like. Then I'm going to go around and I'm going to start wrapping, and that'll secure my little wings or edges or whatever you want to call it down, and then I just go around it. And you don't have to glue this anywhere. You can, but you don't have to. And I'm going to put glue there because I have to attach two strips together. And then I'm going to continue wrapping my batting. I keep wanting to say muslin, but my batting was sticking up. Now when you twist this, look, I got loose and then tight, and it just had a lump in the middle, so I have to go through and redo it. But I'm going to cut this off because I didn't need it that long. I'm cutting a piece off, and then I'm going to glue it on here. I'm just putting it on, squishing it down all the way around it. This is when I realized, nope, I didn't realize. I realize in a minute. It's all wonky, so I got to rewrap. Y'all, I'm not a perfectionist, really. I mean, can you tell? But anyway, when I get there, I don't care that this is fat down here because it's going to be down in my stocking anyway, so. And then I'm just going to take and bend it. Now, if it starts coming apart, put a little bit of hot glue there and, secure that down. I didn't have a lot of trouble with mine. Wasn't no big deal. So there's my little candy cane, primitive country candy cane. So now I am going to take pit berries. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to sorry, I forgot this part. I'm going to take this vintage photo distressed oxide, and I'm going to go around this candy cane because it's country, and I'm going to primitive it up a little bit, because that little snowman sign that I was gifted by my friend Lisa, it's vintage, so I want the rest of this to look a little vintage. So there it started coming apart again, but that's because I was rubbing the crud out of it. But I'm just going to cover up all this color pretty much. I should have stained I wanted to say muslin again. You can use muslin. I just used batting because I thought it would make it thicker, So here's my pit berries, and I do get those at the Dollar Tree, and you don't got to glue this. You just hold it. It's wire, and then I start wrapping. Now, you can wrap this as many times as you want to. You can wrap it as tight as you want to. You can do what you want to. I tell you that all the time. Do what you want. I mean, it's yours. Make it your own. So I get to the bottom, and then I just cut it and then pinch it down into that batting. Then I realize I'm a little scarce up there with my little berry thingy-majiggies. So I got this big bag of berry things. And I got these from Hobby Lobby, I'm almost positive, a year or so ago. So I'm just going to snip some off and glue them around in spurts. That spurt didn't work. I took that off and re-spurted it, just so you know, because it was just sitting there in the middle of the air. So, we re-spurted that one and put it on one of the, yeah, there. It looks good, don't it? I love it. So that's done. Now I'm going to take 2 straws. This is copper wire. It's very bendable. I think I got it I'm almost positive I got it at Dollar Tree. So I'm going to put it at the end and poke it out and then pull it back a little bit. I just need it to crook that crook part and then cut it off real close. You don't got to glue this. It doesn't require glue. It's in there. And then I'm going to take my Distressed Oxide and I'm going to dirty this one up a little bit. Now on the other one, I will tell you before I even put the wire in it, I took the straw and dirtied it up so that I didn't have to worry about the crook. See, I was going to put the wire in. I said, nope, don't do it. Just, look, that's so much easier. I don't know what the world I think sometimes when I do stuff, but yeah. So anyways, I'm dirtying this up and putting the wire in and doing the exact same thing as I did to the other one. Okay, here I'm taking, you can use batting. This is from a pillow. I always use pillows. It's cheaper. But I'm stuffing this. Now you can stuff it as big as you want to. I didn't stuff it that full, which, I mean, I could have, but I didn't. It wasn't enough, so I put more in there. I'm going to take my stuff here, and I do not want that junk around that bell. I just want the bell. So I'm going to take my tags. Yeah, tags off. I'm sorry my camera moves. I'm going to have to redo my pole. It's on my table and I can't stand it moving. I can't move my table. I can't do nothing because of that stupid camera. But anyways, I'm spreading this pick out to go in here. I love the pine cones. That one was twisted, so I'm fixing it. But anyway, it's hard for you to see it because I've got it flopping around on the table. I'm sorry about that. But now I'm going to take these and I'm taking the tags off of those, which was a whole lot easier. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I love getting the picks from Hobby Lobby in the Christmas part. So I'm just taking 2 of the same picks. I love them. I have a ton of them. And I'm just putting 2 side by side. I'm wanting to really fill this up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want those cruddy looking berries. I just want this rusty bell. I'm going to do something with that later. I don't even know why I'm fooling with it right now. I don't know. I seen it sitting there and decided to get it off. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm picking up this metal because I sure don't want to step on it in this carpet in this room. But you could see this thing is top heavy. So if you want to fill it or put some weight down in the bottom, you sure can do that. That's up to you. It works for me, so I'm okay. I did have to put a different hook on the back because it would not hang. But you see me wrapping my pit berries around this pencil. I started with my finger and that didn't work. It hurt, kind of. My finger wasn't long enough. But anyways, I'm wrapping it around this pencil. It started to come undone, so I put a little hot glue on there. Put a little hot glue, burnt myself, jerked away. Now I'm doing... So, anyway, I'm there is my little springy thingy. I'm just fixing it how I want to. And I'm going to put these little sprigs down in here. Just randomly putting these red pit berries. Why did I do that again? I don't know. I really don't. It worked that time. Oh, I kept it. I don't know. Look at my stringy hair. I don't even know if I brushed my hair today. Y'all, I'm a hot mess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put several of these red ones in, and then I'm going to twist up some of the white ones and put those in there in spurts, okay? Y'all don't have to sit here and watch me wind on pencil, pencil, pencil. So I'll stop it, and that's just what I'm going to do. So I've got this piece of jute, and I tied it in a knot and glued it to the back. And then I used some button thread to sew it on because I wasn't too, sure about it. I almost forgot to take that tag off, and it gave me a time, boy. But anyways, I've got those in there. My candy cane and that other little pick. It's so cute. I just stuck it down in there. Look, these straws have a wax coating on them. You can't glue them together. They don't stick. They will not stick together no matter what you do. So I said, forget it. I could have tied them, but I couldn't tie them crooked. I want them crooked. So anyway, I'm going to take, and I tried it again. I wasn't even thinking they had wax on it. And it just was not working. I was getting so mad. I was like, what the heck is wrong with this? But anyway, I'm just going to shove it down in there. And then I'm going to take my pocket, and I'm going to glue my pocket to the plastic greenery. And that will hold those in there because, I don't know, it just pinched them in. It worked, okay? So now I'm going to take my bell. And I was going to string this in there, and I said, wait, I want to do something else. I've got a piece of muslin, okay? Finally, I got my muslin. And it's just a scrap piece I had laying over there. And this is a piece of that cotton batting. I'm just cutting it off. I didn't measure it or anything. I should have. I'll do it in a minute, cutting it. But anyway, I sandwiched it between there, and I'm just going to cut. Okay? Look at me cutting that. That's shabby, ain't it? So now I'm going to get my ruler and my rotary cut. Blah, 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 blah. There's my ruler. I'm going to get my rotary cutter right there. And I'm going to square this up, okay? Now I've got these stamps from the Dollar Tree. And they are so much easier when you leave them together like this. Okay, I'll show you. I have my Stays On ink. Stays On is the best ink. And I'm just going to take and hold it. And I had trouble because I couldn't tell if it was ink in it. I pushed way too hard the first time. That's what I did, and I had ink everywhere. You just press in just a little bit and then press it down. And then you write whatever you want. But as long as you leave them on the strip. Now, I have the blocks, and I've took them off, and I can't line them up on the blocks worth a flip. And I have a hard time. Now, you might get extra ink around the edges, but it just makes it look more vintage and worn to me, so I don't mind it. So I'm just putting my little letters on here. And I don't even know what I said. I think warm wishes. I'm not even sure. I did. Warm wishes. Then I realized it was in the wrong spot. So I'll show you what I did. But this is just so much fun. And I was trying to figure out. And when you leave them on there, you can also see what letter they are. And all I done when I washed these, I put them under the sink. And just washed them with dishwashing liquid with a toothbrush. And the ink came off. Didn't have a bit of problem. I love, love, love how these letters are stamping. Some light, some dark, some light. I'm just a weirdo and I like it that way, but that's just me. So I realized it wasn't in the middle like I wanted it. So I just went back to the sewing machine and I sewed around and then cut the excess off, leaving some. Now my camera's probably going to go crazy right here. But I just took my brush and I scrubbed the edges. Oh no, it's not doing too bad, is it? And I just frayed my edges. And then I'll just pull my edges or my strings and clip them. Now I'm not clipping all the frays. I'm just clipping the long strings. I want it to look tattered and worn. So there is it's going to be a hang tag. Just a simple hang tag, okay? So I'm going to get a wooden button. I had one in here. I seen it. It's a dark wooden button. And I loved it. I don't know. But I don't like just putting buttons on. I like threading my buttons. So I'm going to take this string right here. You can buy this at Walmart. It's any craft store. It's just string. It does break. It's a crochet thread, actually, for doilies and stuff like that. But I'm threading a needle. And then, you have to have a pretty big-eyed needle. I'm just going to go through here, and then I'm going to put the tiniest amount of glue right there. It barely touched it. Just enough to stick it, stick that string down so it ain't going nowhere. And then I'm going to go in and out and in and out like you're really sewing a button on, because I like that string on the other side. There's very few times I push it just in the glue, and sometimes I do that to make sure that the glue will come through the holes, and it'll make sure my button holds on better. It depends on what surface I'm doing, but on this, I want it to look like it has string in it. So now I got it, and I just tied it off in a little knot, and this is securing everything down, and then I'm just going to push it down. Wiping off any excess glue. It came right off that batting, and I love it. Now I'm going to take the same string, and I'm just going to run it through there, cut it off, and tie me a knot, and this is going to be my hang tag string. So I'm going to run it through the belt loop there and cinch it up. There you go. Now I put a lot of hot glue on this because I didn't even know if I could get this thick burlap through that hole of that rusted bell, but with the glue I was able to do so. And then I tied it to here. Okay, you'll see me tie it here, and you'll see how I tie it. I tied it. I was like, this ain't right. What's wrong with this thing? So watch. That wasn't right. Watch what I do. I'll untie it in a second. Hold on. It's just not sitting right. So when you put this on, put one through and then put it through. See how it's strung that way? It works better. But I will tell you, I moved this because it didn't look right to me. So I moved this, and I'll show you at the end of the video, to the other side, and it just right there. See it? I love this thing. I could have stuffed it more and put something heavy in there, but the thing on the back seriously makes it stand better than it did. It was leaning too much. There's my beautiful little hang tag. It's so cute. And then you don't have to put those in the pocket. You can put whatever you want in the pocket. But I love it. That snowman just sets it off. I absolutely adore this. If you like this video, you know the drill. Until next time, you're a blessing. Goodbye.